Hi! So, I just wanted to make a video because I'm trying to start my YouTube stuff. And I wanted to make a video about being from a bisexual point of view, which most of these go for girl and guy. 10 things not to do on a first or second meet, which I'm sure you've seen several of these kinds of things, but I'm just going to try and put myself out there. Okay? Alright, first thing is telling her you keep condoms everywhere. That is nasty. I don't care how into dick you are, that is disgusting. No girl wants to hear that you keep them in your shoe, you keep them in your wallet, you keep them under your bed, you keep them in your nightstand, some are in your shower. I don't want to hear that shit. Okay? And yes, this is based off of personal experience. So, no, don't tell me. Those are just one of those things that, like, if they're there, it's a good thing, but it doesn't need to be mentioned until it's needed, right? Okay, moving on. Number 2, talking about having S&M toys. If you tell a girl, whether you're girl or boy, if you tell a girl, I got a gag, and I got some feathers and some whips and some chains, I don't know what to say to that, because, you know, if I am, and you don't know if I am, so you're bringing this up on a very open ground, hopefully. If I'm into S&M, it's me that wants to dominate, at least personally, and in that case, I don't know, maybe I'm stubborn. I'm not gonna want to use your shit. I'm gonna want to use mine, on top of the fact that you're kind of just automatically putting out there that a girl's going to want to automatically jump into S&M, let alone a sexual experience with you in the first place. So, and obviously, if you don't know if it's going to be a sexual experience or not, she hasn't made that clear to you, which most girls will make it clear to you, or should, at least, then you shouldn't put out S&M toys, because it's kind of freaky, okay? It's really freaky. Number 3, talking about and/or telling her what you have named your penis. This is obviously going straight to men, dating men. I do not want to hear what you have named your penis. Some girls might find that cute or funny. Not me. I'm just that kind of girl. I don't want to know what you've named your penis, because chances are your ex, and maybe the ex before that and before that, who knows, has called it that, and I do not want to hear it. Again, a lot of these are based on the fact that I'm kind of a stubborn person, and I want everything I have and do to be original as much as possible. So, chances are, if you have a name for your penis and I'm meeting you and you tell me that it's the Little Admiral or Master Chief this or that or whatever, I'm going to say, okay, well, it's nice that you had that name for it, but no longer, okay? No longer. It's not going to be like that for me. Anyway, you get the point. Moving on. Number 4, confessing you're a drug dealer of pills or drugs or etc., whatever, what have you. This isn't something that you want to tell anybody, let alone someone you're trying to date, and especially at a first meeting, because chances are, for me at least, I'd be like, okay, alright, so you're a drug dealer, okay, God, okay, Mom, can you, yeah, yep, code word no, alright, no, I'm sorry, I just, there's no reason why any girl wants to date a drug dealer, unless she's a crackhead, in which case, this romance thing really isn't even necessary, right? Because crackheads don't need romance, right? Okay. So, number 5. So please don't tell me you're a drug dealer. And if you are, then you might as well lie and tell me you worked for Quest or something, because I don't want to hear that shit. Ever. Number 5. Wearing no underwear. If you're meeting up with a girl and you tell her that you're not wearing any underwear, I don't know, that doesn't necessarily say that you're a disgusting person, but if guys don't wear underwear, that's just kind of weird to me. And if it's a girl I'm meeting up with and she tells me she's not wearing any underwear, it's kind of twofold. She's either slutty and is trying to tell you she's slutty, or she's trying to tell you she's lazy. And all over, I don't know. You can make up what you will about it, but imagine meeting up with someone for the first time that you've talked to a few times, and now you're meeting up with them, and they tell you, yeah, you know, I'm not wearing any underwear. What do you say to that? You know, what do you say? You sip on your latte and you're like, well, I am, so I don't know what to tell you, you know? I don't know. That's just, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. There's no reason for you to have to tell me that. It's simple, little, maybe not a big deal, but it is to me. Number 6. Asking for a hug, but really you're trying to make it into something more. Now this is definitely based off of a personal experience I had. He's like, hey, you know, we're talking and we're hanging out all night, watching movies and bullshitting, and then all of a sudden we're sitting on this floor, because he had no furniture, and he stands right in front of me and he goes, can I have a hug? I'm like, alright. And mind you, the last hour I've been putting stuff in my purse, you know, kind of slightly tidying up, trying to get everything together so that, you know, it's ready to go when I'm ready to go. You know, I decided I'm not going to stay the night and all that. And so I'm like, yeah, sure, you can have a hug, you know, and wondering what's about to happen, and he hugs me, and we hug. It was very platonic feeling, and then all of a sudden, I can't get out of it. He won't let me go. He just holds on to me, and I can't get out of it. And the only thing I can move is my head, and he keeps moving his head closer and closer and closer to my lips. So I kissed him, thinking, okay, if I kiss him, maybe I can get out of this. Well, this went on for about 10 minutes. I'll shorten the story. It went on for about 10 minutes. And I finally had to get in his face and go, I got to go. And he went, whoa, okay, whoa, alright. Just call me when you get home. Alright, bye. So that was creepy, and I know it's not just him that has tried to do that to me or other girls, so knock it off. When you ask for a hug, we know what the fuck you're doing, alright? And that goes for girls too. Let's see, number 7. Staring when you think we can't see you staring. Staring when we can't think, when you don't think we're seeing you stare, we see you staring. And this is off personal experience too. If we're both watching a movie and, ah ha ha, something's funny, and we look at each other, and I go back to watching the video, I can see you staring at me. Everybody has peripheral vision, okay? I can see a motherfucker staring at me. I know when someone's staring at me. And I'm not the only one. So, you know, if you're a starer, if you're like one of those people that stares all the time, then just know that most of the time, we know that you're fucking staring. So you might want to get better on your game. Okay? Alright? Number 8, talking about your mommy-daddy issues extensively. Now here's the thing, on a first date, I tend to be someone, maybe not everybody, but I tend to be someone who, I like to know what's going on with somebody, with their family on a first date. You know, I'll mention mom, and oh, so where's mom live, where's dad live, maybe, you know. However, if it comes up, I won't just mention it out of nowhere. And, you know, it's always good to kind of get a background of, and a feel for what the person's background is like and all that. But when you go into detail, if someone were to say, oh yeah, my dad, oh shit, oh my dad, oh fuck. Okay, well, let me start off with my dad. He been in and out of jail since I was about 5 years old, and you know, I was raised by a single mother, basically, and I mean, I got a job when I was 15 and helped support my family and my 5 other brothers and sisters, and I don't know, and if that were to be the case, that's fine, but there's a way to present it to someone when you first meet them that it doesn't sound like 8 Mile. You know, you can say a revision of that would be, oh yeah, you know, we kind of had it hard, you know, my dad was in and out of jail, and that's for separate issues, but, you know, I helped my mom out a lot. I had about 4 or 5 other brothers and sisters, and so, you know, I kind of help them out, and, you know, make it light, because this isn't Dr. Phil, this isn't 8 Mile, and nobody I know would agree that they actually want to hear the dramatic life experience play by play. Bottom line. If you disagree with me, you can comment, but for a first meet, I think it needs to be kept kind of light, whatever the subject may be. Number 9. Don't ever, if you have them, talk about baby fetishes. Okay, this is kind of a exclusive issue I have. I've run into a few guys on dating services and stuff that like to be babied, like to have their diapers changed and wear the bonnet with the rattle and have a bottle, and that's like a fetish, you know, that's the fetish. And I realize that a lot of people have that fetish, but I'm trying really hard to stay objective here, but the problem is that is if you have that fetish, you also need to be objective and realize that a lot to most, if not all people that you talk to about that are going to find that creepy. Okay? That's fucking creepy. And I've had a couple of really nice looking people, girl and guy both, message me and I'm like, God, I love their pictures, and we're talking and everything seems fine, and then bam, they bring up a baby fetish, and I'm like, oh, fuck, are you serious? You're serious? Oh, man, what a waste. So, if you're into that, that's fine. I'm not discriminating, but just know it is something that you need to be careful bringing up, because not a lot of people that I know, I don't know anybody, but I'm trying to be objective here, would take to that easily. Okay? That's all I'm saying. I know it's a random subject, but it's something that needs to be said, because nobody ever brings up baby fetishes, and it needs to be addressed. So there I went. And number 10, don't try and feed me anything. Okay? I don't even like going to dinner on a first date anyway, because myself personally, I have an issue eating in front of other people, you know, especially people I don't know. Like, I don't, you know, what are we going to order? We're going to order what? You could name whatever, and I'd find a reason. I get nervous at first dates and stuff, and you could find any food, and I'd be like, oh no, I don't want to eat that in front of them. And a lot of people have that. I don't think I'm creepy, but don't you dare try and put your fork into your food or mine and then try and feed me. Some might find that sensual. Some do find that sensual. Maybe even a lot of people find that sensual. Me? I will not even accept it. I can't even go with the flow there. I would be like, oh boy, alright, wow. I can't do that, honey. I can't eat your food. You go ahead and eat it. I'll watch you eat it, and I'll eat my food. Oh my gosh, it makes me uncomfortable just to think about. So don't ever, if you don't know the person very well, don't try and feed them, because some people might feel the way I do, okay? I don't know. And especially if you're a bigger girl, I don't know. Just so you know, there's a fat girl etiquette that I follow, and maybe a lot of fat girls don't know it, but when you're a big girl, there is a big girl etiquette that you are supposed to follow. Maybe not supposed to, but I try to follow it. There are certain things I don't do because I'm bigger. Maybe if I was skinny, maybe I'd feel differently. Feed me all day, feed me grapes, feed me ice cream, whatever. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm not skinny. But I'm big, and I really don't want someone to be feeding me anything. So, that's it. That's all I have to say about that. And hopefully someone will watch this. Hopefully someone will find this interesting, because this is definitely my first broadcast, aside from responding to Davey Wavy. So, alright, thank you, and love you!